We're opening up with Zora's Domain from Ocarina of Time, or, you know, other Zelda games if you want to be specific. I think that was an Ocarina of Time first. Can't ever be 100% sure. Just the one I grew up playing, so I always think it's first, but there were quite a few Zelda games before then. Speaking of Zelda games, I can make Zelda dungeons. Let me make the font bigger because I'm now streaming at lower quality. Don't want to make it impossible to read. Here we go. Hit all enter, zoom in. And I can draw me some doors and walls. These are just rooms. You can connect them. Boom, like that. Erase them. I want to make it so that if there's like a door and you erase, it will just erase the door first, and then you erase a second time to erase the rooms. Yeah, and actually removing the doors from rooms that got erased was an enormous hassle, but I figured it out. Yeah, and then the other thing I want to do today, besides the erasing thing, is the opposite. If you join two rooms a second time, I want them to actually become the same room. So if you imagine, like, the workflow would be like, okay, I want an L-shaped room. Well, I want a door here, and then I want to connect to an L-shaped room. You do this, you just do it again, or you do this twice like that, and it would make it into an L-shaped single joined room. Well, with a door here, maybe, right? Heyo, Casmon. How's it going? Yeah, and then maybe we'll fix some bugs along the way and see how it goes. Then I have to decide how to, like, select how to do locks and keys after that, but I'm not going to worry about that yet. I'm just going to worry about conjoining rooms and erasing. Like, I'd like to be able to pass over this twice and make it one big room or whatever. Does escape close? Nope. Alt F4 then. Also, I'm eating my lunch at the same time. I was too excited about... No, I did a lot of stuff today already. I haven't been working much, so I'm focused now on stream. Gonna do some work. Okay, I don't know how it sounds on stream, but this is too loud for me, so I'm turning it down. Let's make a new. And let's go over our data structures, just so I remember what's everything in my head. And what we've got is a level. I'll start with a level. I remember the hotkey, it's been a few weeks. A level is like this, and it's got rooms, etc. I'll draw a couple is all. A level is one floor of a dungeon, basically. And a dungeon just contains a list of levels, but for now, everything's going to happen on one level. I'm not going to worry about, like, multiple floors, because that's a giant extra step of things that I don't actually need for Arborshire. And then these things have a door. Is it a lighter green? Every room that's connected like this has a door B, which contains a reference to the door, and the door contains a reference to this room, and vice versa. So it's cross-linked like this. And then this door has a method that requests the other room that it's connected to. So this room can say, hey, my door, where are you connected to? And it'll return that. And I'll actually just show the code now. Here's room and door. I put them in the same file for now. I might move the door to another file. But we've got this get other thing, which is a little weird, but it was incredibly simple. It just, you pass in yourself as the room. You pass in yourself. So when I'm saying get neighbor, yeah, I'll just use this as an example. For get neighbors, I'm trying to return a list of all rooms that this room is connected to. So all I do is I go through all the doors, and then I say, hey, door, return to me the other room that isn't me, basically. So pass it itself, and then the door compares and returns the other one. And if it doesn't get nothing back, which shouldn't happen, but if it doesn't get nothing back, then we add this room, that other room, to the results, and we return this. And that's also how the level is able to delete rooms. When we delete the room, with the room, we get all the neighbors of that room. Then we go through all those neighbors and we say, hey, delete with every other room, every neighbor room, delete any doors connecting to the room that just got deleted. And delete door matching. Does this actually work? Delete door matching? Yes. Is pretty simple too. We just check, hey, there's 2 rooms here. And I want to check if this is just a shortcut way of saying, hey, door, if your 2 rooms are these 2 rooms in either order, delete that because it matches. So that's how you do. You match the 2. You pass in the 2 rooms that you want to delete the door of. Yeah. And eventually I'm going to add type filtering so I can do stuff like return to me the neighbors that are all connected by regular door types, or return to me all the neighbors that are joined doors. Or I can make a similar thing. Instead of get neighbors, I can get connected. And again, filter by types and say, tell a room, I want you to return to me a list of all the rooms that are connected directly to you using any of the following door types. So I can, for that instance, I can say, hey room, I want to know all the rooms you're joined with to make a big room up. And I can do stuff with that list of rooms. So that's kind of the idea behind this. I don't know if it's the best way of laying it out, but it's what I thought of after several iterations sitting in a coffee shop. And it's what I end up with for now. I'm sure I'll make edits to it. Okay, so let's get started on joining them. Look at it again and see. Yeah, so the idea is I do that once. Let's start with just deleting the door because I think that will be informative for how I want to implement. Right, so what I want, yeah, I think that will be informative for how I want to implement joining rooms together. Okay, but what happens like, okay. Stop. So in this case, obviously, if I do that, I want to just erase the door. What about this? What do I want to happen then? Because this room, I guess only this room should delete because there was no door. If I do this, do I delete these 2? I think right-click, hold, delete should only work on disconnected rooms. So rooms that are completely disconnected. Oh, this is tricky. Okay, I'm just gonna start trying things. So first of all, I'm gonna add this. Just for good practice. I could just say get doors and array length there, but this will be more readable. And as a direct reference, that Okay, so now I have this for checking things. Very good. And I think the input is on dungeon. Input, yes. This is where all the left, so yeah. So if you release right on the cell that you clicked right on, then you're saying, I specifically want to delete that room. So this is all fine. If you hold right, then you're asking something else. You want to do a more context-sensitive erase in a swath of area. I'm not sure how well this is going to work. It's a little non-intuitive, but I'm going to implement it and see how it feels. Okay, so now I need to do some complex checking here, and I'm going to turn this into a useful method depending on if I like it and how it makes sense. So what we need to do is we're going to do this twice, but I'm going to start with just the one that you let go of. So we're going to say previous ly, previous ly. So we're going to get the room first of all, the one we just left the mouse from. And then we're going to say if room.get room count. Why is cell Y higher in my list than cell X? X, Y, alphabetically shouldn't do that. Okay, so this should only let us delete rooms that don't have doors, which will mean this is completely unerasable. Uh-oh. Oh, hold on. I don't have level.getRoom. Do I say dungeon.getRoom? Oh, it is level. I'm already in dungeon. Okay. Okay, so these cannot... Uh-oh. Doors count. Oh. If there is a door, a room there, none of these should be able to erase by holding right. Can still erase them by clicking right. It's fine. These ones should be able to be erased by holding right. Yes, as you cursor leaves, they erase, which is just what I was expecting. So then I would do the same exact thing for this whole thing for the hover one too, but I'm not going to do that yet because I want to turn this into a more useful method. If I can think of a useful way to do it. This is kind of silly, really. So now instead, we actually have two things we want to do. We want to either erase the door or erase the level. So this is what we do if there's 0, else what do I have for room? I guess I want to ask, is neighbor with? And then pass another room in. What's going on? Hello? F4? R. Don't, I mistyped it. It's fine. I guess I'll just say has neighbor. And this will be a room. And I'm going to write the JS doc for this in a little bit. Replace that. And this is more verbose because I'm calling get neighbors instead of doing it again in here. That's an optimization I might consider doing later, but for now I'm trying to use all of my methods as much as possible to make the code as readable as possible. Like, I don't care what this get neighbors looks like now that I know what the code looks like. I'm just saying, hey, I want all the neighbors. Sure. Now I just want to check that list against array has value. So I actually think I can do this instead of this. And I should if I can. Array is doors. Function. Ah, shucks. How does array find index work? Is it... Can I find value? Array get index? What does this do? Returns the first index which given element can be found in an array or subselection. And offset and length are optional, which is perfect. Defaults to 0. Yep. What happens if it finds nothing? That doesn't say here. Let's go find out. Ah, gosh. Some of this stuff isn't indexed yet. Index. -1. Okay, let's try this. I'm looking for room 2. Oh, I can't do this. No, I can. This is correct. Okay, so if it returns something other than -1, then there was a neighbor with that index. Get neighbors. Okay, that should work. Let me add JS doc. At least the first 2 lines. Okay, how do you spell neighbor? Is this correct? No way. That's such a weird word. No, not that. Okay. Okay. That's delete room. What I'm looking for. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay, so now I've got room 1, which is the first room. We're gonna get both rooms. Nope, room 1, room 2. And if 1 is neighbors with room, delete door matching room 2. Oh, level dot delete door matching. Wait. Oh, it is room. Really? Will it do it the other way? Let's see if I coded that correctly. Room 1, room 2. It does not do it both directions. Okay, so I can just do this. Well, even swapping the order doesn't matter because of how it's coded, but... I'm going to assume that unless the type of the door specifies otherwise, that if I delete a door, I always want to delete the opposite side. So this doesn't work yet, but should work. So let me get to delete door matching and do it both directions. Wait a second. This might work. I was thinking... Uh-oh. See, I was thinking it was gonna infinitely recurse. But then I convinced myself it wouldn't, and now it has. Why is it doing that? Oh. It just needs to be here. Because it should only delete if it does find a door. Okay. Okay. It's working. Oh, hey, what's this? Don't know. I'll look at that in a second. Paste it into my notes. Now, I don't like this solution because it's going to call it an extra time. Like if you... Because room 1 is going to call this all, and then tell room 2 to delete the same one. Maybe... I just saw some emojis flash out of the corner of my eye. Hello, whoever that was. Maybe I want door to have a delete method and just have the door handle it. But then I have to go through the arrays on both of them again. Minecraft music. Or I should use those array functions instead. Is this Mr. Beast? God, I hope not. Hello, Ethan. Welcome. I'm doing some graph theory stuff. Our mutual computer science professor has taught me as well as he could, but I'm very tired and can't think this through. Well, I'm not that tired, but not very focused today. Wow, this song is funny. Thinking, thinking, thinking. I know my commentary is so bad, but I just gotta think. I'm gonna try adding a door dot destroy. This. And it will delete the references to itself in both rooms. Oh, by the way, for any programmers watching, this is my life hack that I learned recently for if you're going to go through an array and delete things, start at the end and go backwards. So we got this reverse for loop, and And then you don't have to worry about error checking, because once you delete the thing, you're moving earlier, and there's not going to be any gaps. I suspect that's what caused the crash, is some gaps I caused when I was calling it recursively, but... do that too. Okay. Destroy. Is this Mario Galaxy? Shout out Mario Galaxy. I need to do that. I'm gonna need to do this. Nope. I'm gonna need to do this. Find index. And this one is the one that accepts a predicate, which is what I needed. Accepts the following arguments: value and index, and should return a Boolean. Shattered anonymous functions, gotta love them. And this should return true if that door should doors. Doors index. Oh shucks. What's value? This isn't gonna work, is it? Ba-da-dun, dun, dun, dun. Won't work. Okay, I'm going back to my other idea. Scope things. It's probably better to... Actually, let me undo, not just this. I can't replicate the crash, so maybe this is just... Wait, what? Hold on. Why is it... What the heck? Okay, so... It's because we call this twice that it works. But the idea is that we should be able to call it only once. Delete door matching. I think this will just work. Okay, it does. Did I comment out all the delete door matchings? Only one of each, and then here there's two. The base one up here and this. I mean, the fact of the matter is you'd have to find the index again of the matching door. Unless I was to include the index as a reference in the door, which would unleash all sorts of other hell. So, I mean, it'll call it a third time, but yeah, I simply don't care. This will have to do. Gerudo Valley, right? Yeah. I swear, I'm just thinking. Very thinking heavy live stream today. Which is A-okay, because I stream mostly to force me to work. It's the truth of it. Just to make me be productive. No, that's not right. What happens if I just do it like this? I can't quite parse the logic of this one. It's a little tricky. Well, except get doors count will update after getting deleted here. So it's not gonna, oh, hold on. This isn't gonna, it's not gonna work, but I want to test it just to see how it does. Yeah. It'll delete that when it should not. But when should it delete the one that we released? Because right now, here's the problem. Those ones get deleted. That last one wouldn't have been. Here, let's test that again. This isn't going to work either, but it might cover some of the cases. I actually think this might be it. I'll clean that up in a second once I'm sure. Oh, funny. Almost. Come on. This is really horrible. But I'll see. Look at that again after my code is all done, in case it happens again. But I'm not going to try to fix the crashes until I'm happy with it. Okay, so that seems to be correct. What I'm going to do is delete all of this. And think this through from scratch now that I kind of know what's going on. So room 1 is the previous one that we just dragged off of. And I think I don't actually want to delete the one that we dragged onto until we let go. In which case, we might actually be covered. Right, and now we let go, that should also erase. Secret of mana! Oh my god, I almost spilled my water. Careful. Okay, so we're gonna get both those rooms outside here in this chunk instead, so that this code can reference those two rooms. Okay, so if the previous room, this will be delete. Okay. This is delete a single room if you press and release. Okay, this is just to fix a different bug. Don't worry about that. That deletes a single room. And then on release, we want to check this won't quite work because it'll always delete it instead of only when there's no door been deleted this frame. Like this will erase that. Oh shucks, it just deleted it. Broke. What? Local variable room 2 not set before reading it. Aw, shucks. Okay. Apparently, check button held does not call the same frame as release, which makes sense. I should have remembered that. It's fine. Just do that. See, this should erase when I let go. It doesn't. Oh, it does. I just forgot to draw update. I bet that worked. Or I did the accident. I think I over-aggressively delete, and I think it will. Yeah, that shouldn't delete that frame. It should only delete when there's already nothing connected. So it should require me to go back before I can erase that one. Again, like this, see? That one also aggressively erases. The last one does. Which makes sense, because it's now disconnected. But I think the cursor needs to come off of the highlighted room before you can erase it again. Implementation details. What to do? Hold on a second. Let's comment this out. I want to test the other idea here. How should this... Okay. Suppose... concept. What if the doors without rooms get automatically erased? But if you want to delete a door that has rooms, you have to specifically delete it. Oh, shucks, look at that. Because it's only one click to add a door with a room with a door. So it doesn't really matter. It's the same number of clicks to add the door back as it is to add a room with a door. So I may as well just automatically delete disconnected rooms, because you can still add disconnected rooms by specifically left-clicking, and you can still delete rooms with many doors by specifically left-clicking. So the drag and hold can just skip both of those steps. So then we say room 2 equals type.none, and we just do this. This is much simpler. I think this might work. Delete hover current room that has no doors. That has no doors. And update. Okay, but like here, so these would, oh, frack. This is Deca Palace. Would love to know what caused that bug last time. It's calling. It's this part. Of course it is. My recursive hack. What did I expect? Oh my god, it's not working. That's actually fascinating. Why doesn't it work? Let's just do this the brute force way and then see what the logic is that's wrong here. Just do it both ways, right? So with room 2, I actually think I know what might be wrong. I mean, this works. And this should be fine. This is very silly, but I'm going to try this and see if this works, and it might just stay like that until I come up with a better solution, because I'm not too fussed about this. This might not be in the right scope. We shall see. Todd Howard, is that you? No, I'm way cooler. I can't believe you had mistaken me for... I can't. I just can't. So, I don't know how GameMaker's static scope works all that well. I'm pretty sure this is just gonna break. But I want to try it. I mean, what? This should crash. Okay. This solution is only deleting once because I think the static scope means this width doesn't matter. It's just going back to this scope to call that function. Yeah, let's test that. Okay, so down here, we should see 2 calls. Oh. It's correct. Oh my god. I don't know what's going on. I'm going back to what I was trying before. I'll see if this is getting called more than once, though. Shouldn't be. That should not be happening. Why is it happening? This should be only called the one time, right? Right here, it's called once. Oh, it's... Oh, it's because the room got deleted, and so it has to call this for all the neighbors. What if I go... Just call it twice when I need it to be called twice. I hate it, but no recursions. It get called exactly the number of times it needs to be called. What happened here? Hello? Was anyone watching? Okay. Oh, it's because of the specific delete. Okay, I want to remove this and move it here. Control-Shift-K. Make this an else. So this final delete will only happen when you release it. Oh gosh, why? Oh. There's so many better ways I could be doing this. I knew what I was doing, but I'm faking it, everybody. Okay, so now the last one in the line will always erase only when you release it, instead of here. That also means I can move this to here. Can't ambush you without a sound alert? Sad YouTube streamer, I'm sorry. I am Sag. This means my VODs just go straight to YouTube though, but it would be fun to see more of those kind of interactive features in YouTube streaming. If you want, I'll pretend to be surprised. But you have to describe what sound alert you wanted to send to me. And this is delete a room with no doors. Oh, is that a duck I heard? Where is it? Who put a duck in my room? I can do some rubber duck coding, finally. It's a real programming term. Delete a room with no doors. I think this is all good. Okay, and let me test this bug fix. So I'll show the bug, and then I'll test the bug fix. Which is if you... Okay, so if you click and release on the same cell, it should select it. However, as we just saw, if you click and then move, and then come back and release, it also selects it, and that is weird. So this is basically saying, once you've moved the mouse, that won't happen anymore. Didn't work. Why not? Oh, that's the right mouse button. I need to do that for the left mouse button. Not bad. Okay, so now you absolutely have to click on one specific room to select it. And I should also fix clicking out of bounds to unselect the room, which worked by accident initially, and then I made more robust code and it stopped working. So let's see here, release L is probably where that happens. Really? It's a funny way of doing it. Oh, interesting. Okay, so the problem here is it's gonna always make a new room. No, it won't. What is going on here then? Replace equals... Okay, so that, I'm gonna add this line to delete a previous room if one existed there, and that should just already error check. Oh, I love this song. I think it's from Final Fantasy? I don't know. Okay, that didn't crash, so I assume it's right. So that will also mean, like, if I do a set room function that overrides a previous existing room, it will delete any doors that that previous room had connected to it. Which might not be what I want, actually, but I'll address that, I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. Right now, I can't think of any reason I'd do that unless I was gonna, like, replace a room with another room type, or maybe when I'm, like, if I ever added, like, cutting and pasting or moving around, that might become relevant. That is like a probably won't ever do that kind of feature because it's just really difficult. We'll see. That begs the question still, why is this... Hover cell X equals -1 if it's out of bounds. That's correct. So this should still work. Oh, does set room not return undefined if you are out of bounds? Level.setRoom. It's gonna try to set it at the hover cell X, which might be -1. So get room will return this is why. Get room doesn't, it returns none. And then it's setting a room despite the fact that it's out of bounds. That's because all of my functions are so robust. Get room. Wait a second. If I left click out of bounds, is it gonna call a DS grid out of bounds? Oh. Okay, instead of worrying about making that work by default, I'm just gonna manually check. Yes, bounds. Um. Do it like this. There we go. Okay. So now if you click out of bounds, it will also unselect the room. Very nice. Delete these. Delete that door. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so now I'm going to stream more and add conjoined rooms, but I must take a break for a minute. So let me just... Perfect. A perfect test of what I have made. Do this. Lovely. That works, right? So yeah, give me just a few minutes. I shall continue the music, though. I have returned. Welcome, Natsu. I did. I left as soon as you arrived. But yeah, hello. Welcome in. I think... Are you a GMC member? Your name is familiar, but I'm not 100% sure. Thank you, thank you. Before I move on, let me commit what I just did. Sepulcher. You have a very melodious radio voice. Why, thank you. Erasing doors. Between Ah, yes, hopeful composer. That's what I thought, but I didn't want to just guess. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Makes me glad I'm typing instead. Oh, your voice isn't cringe. Well, I mean, I haven't heard it, but... I think everybody thinks they're cringe when you hear your own voice. Including me, so I appreciate that you like my melodious radio voice. Just took some getting used to when I did YouTube for a long time. Let me see. Okay, so I can now erase doors. Did that commit make sense? I wasn't paying attention. That's whatever. Clear enough. I also fixed this other bug, so let me find the to-do list. Okay, I did that. And I did that. I don't need this list. That's everything. Very simple to do. It's a very small project. So the next thing I want to do, I can close this too. I don't think I need it. No, I don't need it. Is conjoined rooms, and this is going to be exciting. So the idea for this is just like how drawing a second time erases a door, the opposite of that will be drawing a second time with the left mouse over a door will actually join these two rooms and they'll become the same room. At least graphically. Internally, they're still separate just with a special door between them. But since this is just a tool for visualization mostly, that's what I will work with. When I add stuff like the dungeon solver, I want to be able to draw a dungeon and have say here's the start, here's the finish, have it solve it for me. That'll get more complicated. But for now, it's just going to be a graphical thing where the two rooms can be conjoined together. So yeah, it would be like this, and then you draw a second time, and they become conjoined. So that's what I'm going to work on. And what I have to start with that is this sprite, which does bitwise conjoining. So I can just add the right wall plus the top wall plus the left wall plus the bottom wall, and the sum of those will equal the correct frame. So yeah, bitwise operations. This is going to be the first thing I'm going to do is just make it so that all the doors draw that way. And then I'll make it so that only the conjoined doors draw that way. And if we look at the doors, okay, I can delete all this. Simple is what we've been adding. Bitwise operations are fun, kind of. Yes, I think I know what you mean. They are fun, but they get really confusing. I usually just do it with the, plus equals 1, plus equals 2, plus equals 4, plus equals 8. This time I'm going to do the bitwise thing, because I think it's prettier. And I just feel like stretching my skills. Yeah. Something I have to Google every time. Yeah, I'm going to pull up the documentation in a minute. That's the kind, I'm not an assembly coder. I can't remember those things off the top of my head. So joined doors will be the ones that will show joined ones, but for now I'm just going to use update to draw function to do that. So get offset dir should return one of these constants. Okay, so what I'm going to do is make this old code, write a prototype of the bitwise thing, because I need to do more than just the bitwise thing, but I want to get the bitwise thing working. Old. So I'm going to copy this and make edits, and then I can revert to what I had before once I know what I'm doing. Oh my gosh. GameMaker. There we go. So the idea here is I'm going to just get the frame that I need. Frame equals 0. And at the end of this all, we're going to draw this frame, right? So what we're going to do, here, is this loop will, instead of drawing the doors, will get the offset direction and increment the frame. So get offset dir, it should be like, it's something like this. Okay, just for fun, I am not going to open the documentation. I'm going to see if I did it right on first try. Wait, almost? What the heck is going on? Wait a second. Huh? That's correct. It's correct. It's correct. 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 It's just confusing? Among Us? Oh gosh. That was an accident. Oh no. Here, I'll make a better one. Let's see, like this. But hey, I did my bitwise operation from memory. It's kind of scuffed looking. But like, it is correct, I think. The Arbor in Arborshire stands for Among Us. No. Among Us, please forgive me. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so this is one of my concerns, which is these corners just look wrong. Because it only knows there's a door to the top left or bottom or right. It doesn't know the whole thing. Pretty good at Among Us. Foolishly used the Unity. Yeah. I'm concerned about that, and hopefully there's some backpedaling, and hopefully Unity devs have enough time to stabilize and find alternative plans for the future. And unfortunately, this little corner, I can't, the cursor goes away, it like covers it, but this little corner sticking out there, I'm not aware of an easy way to fix it, because it depends on you'd need an 8-bit bitwise operation instead, which is exponentially more frames of the sprite, which I guess I could just do. It's not, how many is that? 2 to the power of 4, 16. Yep. This is not gonna work. 2 to the power of 8. Yeah, I'm not making a 256 frame sprite. Yeah, incredibly lame of Unity. Yeah, exactly. Don't know about insider trading or not. Some speculation around that, but yeah, worried for my Unity dev friends, and hopefully everything can stabilize. In the meantime, we GameMaker are on. I think what stresses me out personally is just the reminder that like GameMaker isn't immune to this kind of BS either. like feeling pretty good right now, all things considered, and like the devs that I'm in contact with are great. But you know, Big Brother Opera, who knows? We don't have control over them. Yeah, I mean, it's a good time to be a Game Maker dev, Unity aside, because Game Maker is just kind of doing really well right now, in my opinion. Many more updates than have been in the past, and a lot more open communication, and even more stuff going open source is excellent. Yeah, same thing. Yeah, exactly. Scary for anyone using a non-open source engine. I mean, it's always technically scary, but it's just a reminder, you know? Gotta keep working on things. Okay, so 256 is not an option. I feel pretty good about the Yo-Yo Games guys, even if Opera I don't trust me. Yeah, same. The Yo-Yo Games guys are great. I think that's just genuinely true. I don't even hate Opera, but please program them out, it's fine. I think instead of making every combination, I should make a second sprite to draw over to get the corners. So what I'll do is this. I think I have a plan. I don't know if it will work, but open an image editor. Is instead of doing it like this, where the edges are smooth, I leave a gap. And then I cover the gap with a square in the right corner if there's one to the diagonal. I do not know if that will work. No, there's some problems with it. Yeah, Honeysuckle, there's a lot of problems with actually enforcing it. And the root problem is more the distrust that it engenders more than the actual policy itself. So let me, well, first of all, let me do gap of 2. Uh-oh, what happened? I accidentally deleted, there we go. Let's do it like this. So yeah, let's draw them like this instead. At least it'll be smooth, even if it means there's some gaps in the middle, which is kind of weird, but. And this will better illustrate what the actual issue is too. Wait, that's not right, it should be like that. Wait a second, it should be like that. Like that, there we go. Should be another one here. There we go. Top, right. Bottom, that's not the outside, like bottom. This would also be easier if I wasn't trying to color the edges, so I might give up on that. No, this, there we go. I don't know if I did all this correct. I probably made some mistakes, but. It's all light, all dark. Light, light, dark. Okay, so this will have a different problem. Gotta run. Sorry for the short visit. No worries, no worries. I wish you best of luck with your tight schedule. And yeah, see you around. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, so now, okay, well, first off, that's wrong. Which tile is that? That's this shaped one. Why is that wrong? Oh, this is the... Silly me. And I did it backwards here too. Great. There we go. So that's weird. This one's wrong too. Dagdabbit. How did I did it wrong on so many of them. It should be... What? I am puzzled by that weird glitch that sometimes happens. Like that. It's wrong. Becomes a jumbled mess. Wait. Why is this changing anything? This should only be adding doors. That explains it. Something is deleting and recreating that room when it shouldn't. So let's also add the code from before to draw the door. Just so we can see where the connections are. And then we'll see. Oh. Nope, that's not right. Stop. Go back. What's going on? My placement code must be creating extra doors. Extra some things. Rooms, probably, I guess. Oh yeah, because it's counting up every time I place this. More doors? Please. Oh, it's cycling now. Okay, so get... Oh! It's adding a new door between the two rooms every time, even if there's no door connection, or even if there's already a door. That's what's happening. Because every time I draw to the left, that was adding a door to the right, which incremented 1 on the bitwise operation. That explains it. Okay, so where is my adding doors again? Here we go. Infinite doors? Yup, exactly. So here in set door, I can assume we never want there to be more than one door between two rooms, right? Not more than one door of the same type. That's what I will do. Okay, so this will allow us to... This will fix that part. Okay, so now you can only add a door if they're not already neighbors. That isn't necessarily what I want to do, so I'll add a note for myself. Okay, that's a to-do note. So for now, you'll only allow one door per neighbors. If I ever need to fix that, there's my to-do note to check for specifically any door of the same type. Has door matching. Or just has neighbor could have a type check. Like has a neighbor of this type. Yeah. Okay. That's probably what I'll end up doing. It's a little non-intuitive, actually, so I'm not totally convinced, but we shall see. Okay, so that fixes the weird thing that was going on. And now the only thing left for actually drawing conjoined rooms is like, that has a gap. Hello, gap. Don't like you at all. Now, wall socket? You're right. It's a wall socket. Oh man. I can't unsee it. Quick, I gotta make something else. It's a Kirby. Alright, hold on. This. It's a Kirby. Or something. He's gonna get you. Okay, so here's the problem we've got. Imagine I solved this problem by just covering up that square when there's a square. But we've got plenty of situations where there shouldn't be a covering up. That shouldn't be covered up. That shouldn't be covered up. This shouldn't be covered up. That shouldn't be covered up. That shouldn't be covered up. And so detecting specifically this case for all four directions too, by the way, is non-trivial to me. I guess we traverse. We basically say, can I form a loop around to the top right, around to the top left? That's nasty, though. Okay, I remember how this works now. This is an auto-tiling problem. Good grief. Auto-tiling? I thought you'd leave me alone. I don't know if I want to deal with auto-tiling right now. So the premise of auto-tiling for this, I'm gonna grab a screenshot and draw on it, would be instead of all of these being there, you'd actually slice it up into a smaller grid. Of 4, so each one big tile will be 4, and then you can comprise it out of its unique components. Like there's one tile, there's a tile, there's a tile, and then here's the base tile. Oh, I think I cut up my line wrong. Yeah, those are all unique tiles, and then there'd be an empty tile just for placing here. That's what you would do. Yeah. Actually, maybe it's fine. I think I can do it. I'm an expert in this specific thing, much to my chagrin. So it should be possible with only 16 tiles. Get these 16 if I split it into 4. Okay, so instead of being 21 by 21, shucks. How do I split this up? I guess it's 10. Oh my god. Oh. Don't know what's going on anymore. Auto title has to be an even number. Oh my gosh. I'm face palming so hard right now. Okay, I'm gonna not do this on stream because I think I need to this is... Yeah, this is going to be way too tricky. I think I know how to do it, but it'll take a while and a lot of iterating, and I'm going to have to probably adapt some GenScripts code to make it work. Some horrible GenScripts code. So instead, let's just keep it as it is aesthetically and just add the thing where it will do it only for types that you've done. Like this should be a normal door and then should become a conjoined room. And then I'll fix that hole later because that doesn't matter. Simply does not matter. If door.type equals type.join. No. Okay, so now it will only do this for joined ones, but it will draw this sprite. Hold on. It'll do this. Door. And like this two deuces, I need all of this to be a method. Let's do a switch statement here. For future spruiting. Door.simple. So for join doors, it's going to add this frame. And then for simple doors, it's just going to draw this. Whoop. And again, this, I'm going to clean up that code later. So now what we should see is they're all going to look exactly the same that they did before, because none of the doors will be joined. Oh no. What did I do wrong? Huh? I'm missing something. Did I do my case statement wrong? Are none of them simple doors? No, it's a simple door. I am very puzzled. Let's just run the old code again. Surely this will work. What did I do wrong? You fool. Oh. Surely that will work. It does. Okay, so what's the difference between this? Oh my gosh. I figured out what the difference is. The difference is that the door is drawn before the room, so it gets hidden behind it. Wait, no, that shouldn't affect anything. It should just look weird. It shouldn't break it. Hold on a second. Like, that's a different problem than what I'm seeing here. Yeah, and this desperately needs to do some cleaning up, but let's at least do this. Yeah, the doors are definitely there. What is going on? Okay. It is not running this code. Undefined, huh? That would do it. Never in a million years would I have suspected I did that, but... Okay, so now they're drawing in the wrong order, which is just a separate problem. That's what I thought should happen. Oh, that... I can't think of any way to do this besides calling the new code first and then calling the old code again. And that deeply hurts my soul. Oh... I have a different idea. This is still bad, but... Okay, so 1, 2. Three, 4, 5. I'm doing binary in my head. Don't worry about it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, uh-oh, I messed one up. How many frames are there? 14 frames. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12, 13, oh, 14, 15. 14 is even. There we go. Okay. So then, just do this twice. Nope, 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 nope. Not quite. What is going on here? Too good to be true. I still want that check in there, but I'm actually going to do it the other way around. I'm glad that wasn't the bug, because I don't know how that possibly could have happened. The bug being, if it somehow get offset dir returns dir equals none, that'd actually be oh, it wouldn't even affect the sprites. What amazes me is how this one works. Frame 1 plus equals 1 here. And the other one doesn't. I must have just, for a simple test. No, don't do that. Open image in image editor. Open an image editor. I forgot the frame for there's no door at all. The simplest things. Now, okay, to be fair, bitwise operations are never simple, but that was just a silly mistake. There's probably a simpler way to do that, but this is quite clean. I'm going to rename frame 1 and frame 2 to what they actually are, which is frame room and frame door. Dark World. Link to the Past. I fixed that, but this part is pretty clean. It's gonna not be clean forever. I'll think about it. But for now, this is fine. The final thing to do is to allow the dungeon to join rooms together. Why is this a method of door of room instead of door? Oh, I see why. I can just use has neighbor. What if we just do this? This is really silly. I'm gonna go back and clean this up, but I'm gonna just make it work for now. Okay, delete both of them, and then add a new door. This'll work though. Sans is laughing at me. As neighbor, why doesn't this work? Does set room not return a door? More cursed code. Works. I mean, look, it's great. Okay, so again, erasing. Guess erasing any door is probably better. This is looking great. Okay. You know, I'm gonna end the stream there. It's been one of my longest streams yet, but I did tons. I'll just leave some notes for me to fix all of this and all of this. This is really stupid. But hey, that's all. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll make a devlog video talking more about Sepulcher, this project, hopefully on Saturday, depending how I feel. But I do want to update with an official thing and not just dev streams. Just hasn't had the time lately because I've been focusing so much on all this crazy code. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the future. Goodbye.